Hi, this is Dave Seilstad. I'm a youth program specialist in Southwest Iowa, and today Brianna Darnell is here visiting with me. We'll be going through a few questions about her state 4-H council interview. Brianna, tell me briefly, summarize some of your 4-H experience and some of the things that have meant the most to you in your 4-H experiences.
Well, something that meant the most to me was I was able to work with kids that were younger than me and kids of my age group to kind of strengthen who I am and help them with what I know, give them the knowledge that I know, and they give me feedback. Just working with the other kids around my community.
Okay. If you were asked to explain 4-H to someone who had never heard about it, what would you say about that experience?
I would tell them it's one of the best things that has happened in my life with my brother and everything. He was kind of the one that got me started, so I kind of share his story and then go in and share mine about how 4-H has shown me that you can grow with people that aren't really your family, and you can show them your experience, and then they can also show you what theirs was, and you can learn from them on what's really the best thing to do. And
okay.
It just helps you grow and meet new people around the state.
Would you have one specific example of opportunity in your career with 4-H that would not have been there without 4-H?
One thing I wouldn't have had without 4-H would have been not getting to go to the state fair and meet all my friends that I have through 4-H. I don't think that I would have gone to the state fair and I wouldn't have met those same people.
Okay. So can you describe a little bit about your experience working at the state fair?
Well, every time I work at the state fair, I'm always in the 4-H building, and it's really nice because I get to see a whole lot of the new projects, and I get to listen on some presentations, and it kind of gets me inspired to go home, write up these ideas, and share them with my club, and let the younger girls kind of get the first shot at what you can really do when you set your heart and mind to something.
Wonderful. Who would you consider someone to be a model or a mentor in your life, and why?
I would have to say my brother, because he first started 4-H because he heard about it through his friends, and he just said that it was the best thing in his life, and he kind of got me starting in on it before I was even able to start. He had me help him with projects. He let me sit in on presentations. I would do practically anything with him, and I still do that to this day.
That's wonderful. What do you think are one of the major strengths of the Iowa 4-H program for young people?
One of the strengths is being able to communicate with others, and they won't really put you down. They'll try and build you up if you're feeling not confident about what you think.
What do you feel has been your most significant leadership experience thus far today?
Today, well, I had a couple of girls from my 4-H club get a hold of me because I had missed our last meeting because of a school activity. So they filled me in on what all happened, and they were asking about projects that they could do and see if maybe we could do a complete club project one of these years. And I told them, okay, if you guys tell me your ideas, I can get them all put together so everybody's able to have their own idea inside.
Great, great. What do you think are important skills or characteristics to be an effective team leader?
Some characteristics to be an effective team leader is you really need to stand up for what you think is right, and you need to be able to listen to other people's ideas don't just say your idea is right, it's the only way to go. Listen to other people and see what they think about it.
Okay. What role, you've been on many groups or teams, what role do you usually play, and what assets do you think you bring to a group when you come to a group to work?
Most of the time when I get into a new group, whether it be with school or 4-H, I always sit back a little bit and kind of look and see what everybody else has. And then I'll say, okay, maybe I can help with like the public speaking area, setting up designs, and there's a wide variety of things that I could do. It's just a matter of time and learning it.
If you were to pick a project area that you really excelled in, what area would you say that is?
I would have to say my photography definitely has been something I have widely improved on.
How do you feel that you've grown over the last year in your photography project?
Well, I've learned more because my mom went to school for that, and it is something that I've always loved doing. And these last couple of years, I've used film instead of digital for my photography, so it makes it much better, and I'm actually able to go in and work with the actual cameras and see which is the best.
Okay. How can we share the success of the 4-H program with others in our community to let them know what a great program 4-H is?
One way I have done it is at my school I will go down and talk to the kids that are going to be able to go into 4-H and share with them my experience from when I was their age. And then I take that and I go to like the other places around the school or other schools in my district, and I will share with them how I have, and then sometimes even on board meetings for our town, I will go in and I'll share a story of 4-H.
Do you have just an example of a successful story in 4-H that would help others understand more about 4-H?
One of my successful stories that me and my club have actually done is one of our girls had a platelet disorder, and we were trying to figure out how we can make it so she could actually go and do stuff with us. So we got a hold of the organization for it, and they gave us all the information, and then we found other kids in the community that had that, and we were able to do it for 5 kids in our community.
What are some of the barriers to youth taking leadership roles in the community? Do you think there are ways in which we could include youth more in leadership roles?
There is definitely many ways. One way I have seen it going on is some of the parents will actually take their kids out with them when they go to a board meeting at school, and they will show them, okay, this is what we do here, what's something in the school that we can improve. Or with 4-H, they'll take some of our leaders' kids will go with them to the leaders' meeting, and they'll sit in and listen. And then they will also put their input in and see what the leaders can help us and we can help them.
Excellent. Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about what you're looking forward to if you were selected to be on State 4-H Council?
One thing I'm looking forward to the most is just being around people that I know I can work well with, which is just about anybody, and just being able to help people throughout the state in 4-H and maybe get some more people onto it because they have seen me grow from it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we look forward to your having the opportunity to take on that role. Thank you very much, Brianna.
Thank you.